Okay, so I'm going to do the uh, anchor base here, which is chapter 5. And so what we'll do is this chapter deals with construction lines and why you use construction lines and layers. So I'll go ahead and do that. You can see I started it already on the left here. So what we'll do is here's my properties. I'll minimize this. I'll go ahead and type in layer is how you get the layer here. So if you don't know how to get the layer, just type in layer, L-A-Y-E-R, hit enter. And so I've already made two. Actually, what I did is I used the first exercise and I just copied everything and then I deleted the lines. And so remember to make a new layer, you just hit the it's like the sun, the yellow one, and I do toggle back and forth with a set layer because I'm going to start on the construction. So I'll go ahead and make that my active layer, meaning everything goes in there. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and just there's no sense of me keeping this, but you'll see how I'm starting this. This is a little tricky because if you look at it, it's got this radius that kind of comes out. And so I know that it's 5 inches, but I don't really know the diameter. I think from here it's probably 1.5, but it's at this weird angle, so I'm not really sure. So I think it's actually going to be 5 plus 1.5, which would be 6.5 inches for that construction line. But I'm going to just build it just to verify. All right, so that's what I'll do here. I'll just build it and verify it. So I'm going to go ahead and delete these lines, and then I'll start these over. So again, the way that I do this, I'm going to start with my construction line. So I have my layer here. It's on construction, so that's good. And so what I'll do then is go ahead to my object line. And so let's get this out of my way here. And so I'll go to draw. I'll go to the construction line, construction line. And so, what I find is really nice. It's actually pretty helpful here. Let me go ahead and delete. Looks like I've got another line there. What I like to do on this with the construction line is you select the construction line, and then I know that, for example, I've got a line here on my x-axis. It's 5 inches. So I'll go here, select my construction line. I'll lay it over at the 0, 0 intersection. I'll move my mouse to the right, and I will just type in 5, and I'll push enter, and then I'll move my mouse so that the line is vertical. All right, and then I'll hit escape, and then I can verify that. But let's go ahead and add some more lines here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of work backwards here. Let's go ahead and push enter again. I'll start here, and I'll move over. In this case, I'll go 3 inches over. So I'll type in 3, enter, and this, and push escape, push enter again. And I'm just going to keep repeating this. When I hit enter, it's just repeating the previous one. So now this is going to be 1.5. I'll type in 1.5, enter. And so what I'm doing is these construction lines I'm going to use as I start to build if this is my front view, the top view and the side view. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have my major lines here. I guess this is going to be 6.5, but I'm going to just hold off on that. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw on the y-axis. Again, hit enter. I'll start here. I'll go up. It's 1 inch thick. It tells me type in 1, enter, move over, and hit escape. Push enter again. So the next one I'm going to do 1 inch. I'm going to find the center of this 3 inches. So I'll go enter, come up here, and then type in 3, push enter. Do that again. I think I didn't do that right. Let's do that one more time. It doesn't look like it's horizontal. So I push draw. Let's actually go right where it is. It's going to be here and up, and I'll type in 3. Doesn't really matter where I'm doing this because it's all going to be on the same axis here. Enter. Okay, so I think that's all the lines, construction lines that I can do. But I'm gonna, what I'm gonna do is because I don't know this one over here or the height. I mean, I can figure it out, but let's just go ahead and build it, and I can verify it. So I'm just gonna start here. Let's go to my layers. I'm gonna switch to my object layer. So now I'm in objects, or anything I do here. Remember, if I want to change the line weight while I'm in the layer, this is where you would do it. So I could go in here, line weight, and make this thicker. So I don't have to do it all later. Anything in this layer is going to happen. If I wanted to make my my construction lines yellow, I could do that. So all the construction lines are yellow, and I would do that, or whatever color you want to do. I think the next chapter has you do the construction lines as gray. So you could do like a gray. Okay. And the next chapter has the object lines as blue. So I could go ahead, if I was going to just get ahead of this, say blue. Okay. And so what happens is as I start building, it's all going to go into that color and that line. All right. So there's one I did I deleted it. So I'm in I'll go to line, and I'm just going to go and build this object with everything that I have. So I'm going to go up here. I know that's not it here. So I might want to just for kicks here, it might be easier. What I should do, and I think would be smart for everybody to do, is go ahead and make a new layer. I'm going to type this dimension. And again, the next chapter that we're going to do, the dimension is magenta. Magenta is a weird color. It's like a reddish. I think it's like this color right here is magenta. There it goes. Okay. I don't want it to be that thick. Let's just go to default. Okay. All right. So I've got the magenta. I'm going to just turn that to my active. I'm going to just do real quick verification for my sanity here, so I don't spend a whole lot of time and then have to work backwards. That's no fun. So let's go ahead and verify these dimensions. Okay. So I just had to verify my 0, 0 was a little off. One of our students recommended probably a good idea to put this line here where the end of the circle is. So we said 3, and then we added this 4, which is where that radius ends. Okay, so I think I could probably go ahead and put the 5, add the 1.5, but I'll just go ahead and work around that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select my object. I'm going to turn that on. So now I'm in the object. I'm going to go ahead and build this circle. And so all I do is I'll start on the inside. It's a diameter. I'll select my circle, and I'll say circle diameter. And this one is at 5 inches, and it's up 3 inches. So that's going to be here, and I'll type in 3. And because what I did was is that right? That looks really big. Let's do wrong one. Let's do that again. Sorry. So circle, this is diameter, and this is going to be, what I should do just to make it easier. Let's go ahead and finish this dimension here. So I'm going to go back to dimension. So this is going to be dimension, my current layer. Let's go ahead and just verify this dimension again. So this one's going to be at 3 inches, and the other one is going to be at 1 inch. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to build this circle here. So I'll go back to the object, make this my active layer, and I'll build my circle. I already made this, if you remember. I gave this blue, and I put weight on it. So anything that goes in that layer will automatically default to that. So let's start with a smaller one. It's circle diameter, 3 inches up here, and I'll type in 1.75. All right, and then I will do the outside radius, which is radius is 1.5 from the same point. Radius, this is going to be 1.5. Enter. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this on tangent to this intersection here. So it said it's tangent, so that's good. Push enter. I'll do it again. I'll go from here to the tangent there. Push enter, and let's just go ahead and trim that. And I'll trim this. All right. And so now what I'm going to do is I just want to verify. I'm pretty sure that this should be 5 plus 1.5. So let's just verify that here. Let's just dimension this real quick and see what we come up with. And that's correct, 6.5. All right. So 6.5. And if you notice, I'm doing this in object. I shouldn't, but that's okay, because what I'll do very quickly, let's do the other one. And so I'm essentially building this so that when I do my other views, it will be corresponding. All right, so then that's 5.875. I guess that's right. Okay. So let's go ahead then and put this into my dimensions. So I'll go right click and I'll say, I can either let's see, quick properties, or let's go let's do that again. Let's go properties and change this from object to dimension. There we go. All right, I just want to verify this dimension here. So let's just make dimension my active one. All right. So verify this. These are very tedious little exercises. I'm not going to lie, but it's better you're certain than radius is. Yeah, that's right. And then diameter, let's do the diameter. 1.75. Okay, so that's good. Everything's good. All right. So that's fine. And then let's just verify this one too, the radius. 1.5. Okay, so everything looks good. All right, so now I'm going to keep building here. So, let's add one more construction line. We're going to need that for the other view here. So let's make this our active layer. I'll go here, and so I can cheat if I want. I can just come up to the top of this intersection and make sure this is horizontal. And then the other one I should do is let's add one on the side, and let's do that. So I'll put that one right here. And we're good. Okay, so now what we want to do is draw the front view. I'm going to call this the side view. I'm going to draw the corresponding view. So I'm going to go ahead and just give myself a 2-inch distance between the two. And let's see what that's all about. So I'll go here. I'll come up 2 inches. I'll push enter. And so that's the gap. I want to make sure that I'm doing the same gap for this side. So Y, okay. And I'll go 2. So let's do that again. All right, I got that gap here. All right, and so let's just fix this dimension real quick. What is going on here? Must have done it at an angle.
The construction line is not straight.
Yeah, so let's just fix that real quick. Is my construction line not straight? You might be right here. That's what it is. Okay, so let's make that construction line here. I'm better off actually doing this accurate. Let's come over here, and we're going to go ahead and type in 5.875. So we already verified this. So 5.875. Enter. What's going on here? 5.875.
I think it was 6.5.
Yeah, I thought it was 2. So why is it saying? Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah. I was reading the wrong line. Very good. Everything's fine. So let's go ahead here, and we'll come to the right, and we'll type in, we said 5 plus radius, so 6.5. Enter, and make sure it's vertical, 90 degrees. That's good. Okay, so everything's good here. Let's just add that dimension. Okay. All right. Thank you, everybody, for your help. I appreciate it. And let's verify this. Okay, so that looks good. All right. So everything looks good. So let's continue building this. So now what we know is the width of this object is going to be, it tells us it's 4 inches. So I'll go ahead and on this top view here, let's make sure we're in the construction, and hold on, keep front layer on. So this is my construction line. I'm going to go from this point here, which was a 2-inch gap, and I'll go ahead and type in 4, enter, and then make sure this. I have to be very careful. I'm looking at 0 degrees. That's good. And then remember, if whatever width it is on the top view, it's got to be on the same from the front or the side view, whatever this corresponding is. So let's do this here. So I'll go here, and I'll type in 4, enter. All right, and then what should happen is I need to slow down and make sure that these are 90 degrees. So let's just, my apologies, let me just slow down. I'm going a little fast here. So object here, come over 4, enter. I just want to make sure I'm reading. See, it says 92. Make sure it's at 90 and push enter. All right. What should happen though is that this should be a 45-degree angle, this line here, and this can be very helpful here. So it does say 45 degrees. So that is actually there valid. Okay. So now what we want to do is we're going to start building this. I'm going to add some more construction lines up here. So what we have, this one seems a little tedious, but it's okay. So let's go here. We know that the center is 4 inches minus, so it's 3 inches. So if I take, what is that? 1.5. All right, so I'll go 1.5 up here. Enter. All right, come over here. And then I'll do, is that right? Let's just verify that real quick. So that should be, it doesn't look right. Let's try one more time. Let's just verify this. All right, so another construction line. This one would, well, let's do this again. So we'll start construction line. This should be 1 inch. I'll type in 1 for the center and come over, make sure it's at 0. Okay, so actually that looks right. So what is happening here then? Let's go to the object so you guys can see what we're doing here. So let's turn this on. Let's turn it back on. And this is my object. So I'm going to build the top view here just based on this. I've got this little radius. So let's go ahead and I'm going to just draw this line. So the center is coming here, here, like this. So I'm just drawing on my construction line. I don't really have to think too much about it. I've got a couple radiuses here that I need to deal with. So let's just, I can do a little radius here. I've also got the circle that's in 0.75. Let's go ahead and build that construction line. All right, so more construction lines. So that you'll see the advantage of this in a moment here. So let's go ahead and come up here, 0.75 or 3/4 of an inch. Make sure it's 0. I'll do that again. Let's come from here because this is center. I'll type in 0.75. Enter. 0 degrees. That's good. So things that I can do now, believe it or not, is if I'm doing the construction lines, I can take these construction lines based on this and I can just snap it. And here are my construction lines because I'm going right off that 45-degree angle. All right, so I can go ahead and just build these. I have to be honest with you, this really makes me appreciate building things in 3D because this is very tedious, but it is very accurate. So this is like, hand drafting, this is what we're doing here. All right, so let's continue working on this. So let's go ahead and I'm going to go back to my object and I'll go ahead and build some of this out here. So I'm in my object. I'm going to build what the front of this would look like. All right, so that would be here. This goes all the way to the top, come down, all right, and then I can build from what would be this view, looking at it right there. Actually, I'm looking at it from the other side, but it would look very similar here. I might just want to draw a rectangle, might be easier. So actually, that. All right. And so then what you would do is, if you were going to draw your hidden lines, that's the center line. So let's go ahead and draw that circle here. So from the top view, I'm going to just go back to the object. I'm going to just give it what it's telling me. It says that's 1.5 inches over. So it's going to be right here. And I'll type in the radius is 0.7 or the diameter 0.75. That one right? No, that's radius. Let's do that again. So the diameter, circle, diameter, 0.75. Enter. Do the same one right here. 0.75. Oh, come on. Circle, diameter. Oh, come on, don't do that. Sorry. Circle, diameter, 0.75. Enter. Do it again. 0.75. Enter. Why is that doing that? Circle, diameter, 0.75. Enter. All right, so I can actually add these construction drawings also. Draw construction. Let's make sure all these are, all right, so I'll put this in construction. So then again, I can, for my circles here, I know where the circle holes should be, so I'll draw that here. Boy, these are kind of tedious, aren't they, everybody? All right, so let's start from this one down. So what you're seeing is, let's make sure I'm in the right layer here. Might be easier. Construction. All right, construction. So this is the outside of the hole. So just keep plugging away here. Boy, these are so tedious. That one will be here. This one will be center. All right, this one looks like I already have them. But let's add them here. All right, so we know where this line is. This would be a hidden line. So if I was going to draw, let's make a new layer here. Let's call this hidden. So what I would do with this one is I would go and I would make this a hidden line. So anything on this layer is hidden line. So that would look like, let's go here. Make this a little bigger. I've got my screen little foreshortened here, which is, let's try it again. Come on. All right, there we go. So hidden, this is going to be line type right here. I'm going to make this a hidden line. I'm going to say load dash, let's say hidden line. Okay, let's say okay. So then now if I do anything and then the next chapter, because the reason why I'm saying next chapter is because you can save this. So the hidden line is going to be another cyan, I guess, hidden line cyan. I might have done something wrong on the other one. All right, so hidden line cyan. Oh, that's right. Okay, so cyan is, which is cyan? I don't even know what cyan is.
Cyan is that light blue color.
Yeah, okay, there you go. Thank you, cyan. All right, and then while we're at it, let's do the center line is red. So let's make our new layer. And again, what we're going to do is I'll just use this for next chapter and all the other projects. So I don't have to do this every time. New layer, and I'll make this one. This is red, and let's call this center line. A rename. I right-clicked, rename, center line. All right, so that looks good. All right, boy, this is really a lot of work, isn't it, everybody? Okay, so let's see here. So I'm gonna go ahead and make my, I'll go onto the hidden line. I'll turn that active. I'll go to my line, and this is my hidden line. So I'll just go, oh, come on. Enter. Enter, and it's actually gonna be the same in the front. So do I have that line? That's my center line. Where's the outside line? Oh, I did make it. Okay, good. So construction. I'm going to make the hidden line here. So I'll take the hidden line. Enter. Whew, okay, so I'm going to go back to my hidden line here. And let's build this. A lot of lines, but it's actually much, if you're going 2D, these construction lines are very helpful. Okay, so let's go ahead then and make our center line. So I'll go to center line here, make this my active one. And so typically your center lines are actually a little bigger. So what I need to do, because I haven't done it yet, apparently, let's go make sure that that is a center line in fact. So let's go to line type, load, and select center line and say, okay. All right, so no matter what I do in this, it should be a center line. Okay, all right, so let's see what happens. Yeah, it did. Okay, so there's center line. And a center line here. All right, I can actually get rid of these dimensions. I don't need them right now, so I'll turn them off. Turn this off, dimensions. Where's my view? Hello. Okay, all right, so I'll turn this one off. All right, come on, where's the little, I should be a little icon here. Why am I missing my icon? Am I missing my icon? On, let's just turn it, wait, I wanted to turn the dimension lines off. So, okay, I'm used to seeing a little icon here. Did it hide? Okay, so I'm going to turn this off. Hide layer, hide layer, hide layer. Okay, apparently I'm not going to turn it off. I'm not seeing my hide layer. I think I somehow deleted that. So let's just keep working here. All right. Usually there's a little icon there. Okay, so let's just keep going here. All right, I've actually got a lot done here. So I've got more hidden lines here. So let's go back to our hidden line, make this my active. And I'm going to do the hidden line for the circle right here. So I should have a construction line there. Let's put a construction line there. Oh, there's a lot of construction lines. Okay, so just trying to make this go a little faster here. So all these will be construction or hidden lines, construction lines. Okay, there we go. All right, so I've got hidden lines up there. Let's just, I don't see the object. Let's go back here, object. Let's make this line. And so that's 3 inches. That's this one right here. I'm gonna have to put a radius in there. Okay, there's gonna be a radius there. So keep going here. And there'll be a radius there, which will be a line that actually goes from here. And there. All right, we're getting there, everybody. So when you have the construction lines, it actually becomes much faster. So now let's go. I'm kind of doing this all over the place, so please forgive me. Let's make this a hidden line here. There's a hidden line right there. for the circle. And then this is going to be the center line. Center line actually comes through a little bit. Okay, so far so good. So let's make the circle, the radius. I feel like, let's see, how do I want to do this? So I'm going to go, let's see here. What's the fastest way to do this? Okay, so we're looking at this, and to my surprise, this is not a full radius, because if you do the math, that would mean it's 3 inches, but it's obviously 4. So that means there's a 0.5 there. So what I'm going to do is, I know it's tangent here. I'm just going to, on the advice of my students, I'm going to just go ahead. I'm an object. I want to go to object here because that's what I'm building. Make sure that's active. I'm going to make a circle, and I'm going to do the radius of 1. So let's just make a circle here that's 1. And then I'm going to go ahead and type M for move, select this, and I'm going to go to the tangent over here, and I'm going to snap it right there. Nope, not wrong side, wrong one. All right, so type in M. We're going to do on such an object. I'm actually going to do it from the bottom here. And is that right? Yeah, we said that that is going to be 1 inch over. So that's going to be 3, 4. So that's what that 4 inch right there. So it's going to be on that 4 inch line, and it's going to snap right there. Okay. And then what I would do is make a line here that's tangent right there and come up. Whew. All right. I'm going to trim this. So let's trim this. You notice it actually trims the right.
Only trims the object lines.
Yeah. Okay. So that's good. So that's good. Now, you know what? I'm a lazy. Sometimes I shouldn't say I'm lazy. I'm just trying to get my work done because I got lots on my plate for clients. So I'm going to type in mirror here. Enter. Let's select. Let's see. Can I do this mirror? I don't want to trim. Sorry. MIRROR. All right. Select these objects right here. And then I will select the center of this, of my hidden line, and I should just be able to rotate it 90 degrees. And I don't want to erase or no, so I'm good there. All right. So that looks accurate, looks good. Everything lines up. So far, so good. Boy, it's a lot of work. So, you know, for kicks, I might want to just go ahead though, and why can't I turn my, I apologize. I think I removed something. I don't see how I eliminate my, should be able to eliminate, turn off my construction line. I turned off, there's usually a little eyeball here. I wonder how I did that. Construction line, let's go ahead and turn that off. Well, let's delete it for a second. I don't want to delete it. Where is it? Usually I can just turn it off and on. I have done something to break it. It's very strange.
Is it hidden somewhere here on the left? There is double arrow.
Yeah, I think it is hidden. Somehow I hit it, or it's just very strange. Usually, oh, here it is. Yeah, it's right there. I just ran out of real estate. Let's go ahead
How
and
did
just
you turn that? How did you turn it back on?
So,
How did you get that column to show up?
yeah, it was there all the time. I don't know. I've been moving it back and forth. What I should do is actually just move this thing out of the way. What I really should do is let's move it out of this. And let's move this. Should be able to just move this over down here. That'd probably be a better place to put it. Okay. Okay. So the reason why I did that, I just wanted to see, let's also turn off my dimensions. We don't need those. So we can kind of see, all right, because it's very easy to miss some of these lines. So I need to add my hidden line. And so, you know, if you notice that the hidden line is too small, what I might do for this, I don't see the hidden line. Let's make sure that my hidden line is here. So say hidden, okay.
Your hidden is continuous.
Yeah, no, I got it. We just fixed it. Yeah. And then, cool, thank you. So let's go ahead and turn the construction line back on. I want to add the, go back to my hidden line here, make this my active layer. Hidden line is my active. Just make this line here. So I think that was the only place I was missing it. And let's make sure we add my center line here. Center line, back and forth. All right. Active. So center line is going to be like that. Again, so there's just a lot of stuff going on here. So let's go ahead and hide some of this construction line. So I'm getting closer. I need to make a center line here. I think I have most things. So obviously, with the circle here in my dimension, I could go up here and say center mark. Let's see, is that going to work here? There it is. All right. Okay, so that's cool. And that's my center line. If you notice, that's the active layer, so that's good. Let's see, what else do I need to do to this? I think I'm mostly done on this. I'm going to pause it because my students are going to tell me otherwise, so hang on here. Okay, so last thing we need to do here, there's radiuses here. So we're going to type in magical word fillet, and I'll say radius, and it's 0.75. Enter. I'm just reading what it says. First object, second object. I can do it again. Fillet radius. It should default to 0.75. Then select first, and then the second. And I think I am done. So I am asking people to print it out with the construction lines. So believe it or not, I am all done. I do recommend you turn the construction lines off, obviously, and just check everything before you're going to print it. But I am happy with that, so I'm going to save it and print it out. So again, best way to print these is to go plot or Control P. I typically will do the let's do AutoCAD PDF. I like to do the window because it doesn't have the memory. Like so. Let's preview it. Okay, so that looks good. Oh, so nice. I see though I am missing a line here, so that's a great reason why we preview this. So I'll go to the object line, make that my current layer. All right, so it's always good to just double check everything. Let's turn that back on. All right, and I will make this line. I think that's all that I saw. That's the reason why I didn't see that when I turned off the construction line was because it was hidden behind the XY, the 0, 0 orientation. All right, so that's good. So now let's plot this out. Control P for plot, and we're going to go high window preview. Beautiful. Okay, and then I'll save that as I want to. All right, so very good. All right, and I will stop the recording. Maybe I'll put this on my desktop real quick. All right, and I'm going to title this. This is Chapter 5, exercise. It's the anchor exercise 2, and I'll just go ahead and type in AchorBase. All right, save it. And I have a PDF. I can verify what I have here. All right, looks good. Some construction lines. I haven't put all the dimensions on there. That's okay. And we're going to finish this recording.